What's up, y'all? Welcome back to 6-2 Beer Reviews. Today we are checking out another beer from DuClaw Brewing Company out of Ewing, New Jersey. This is their pumpkin spice latte porter called Sweet Baby Pumpkin. If you're familiar with DuClaw, you know the Sweet Baby series. This is a fall seasonal release take on the series. Very excited to check it out because it is officially pumpkin ale time. It's spooky season, y'all. I'm down. Let's do it. One of my favorite times of year. Starts cooling down a little bit. We can drink a little darker beers. We can drink dark beers all year round, but perfect time of year for it. So I'm here for it. Really excited to check this out. We only reviewed one pumpkin ale last year, and I said we got to review a little bit more this year. Starting off with this one. So excited to check it out. 6.2% ABV porter with natural flavors. I was looking at, we don't have a can on date. This does say here, it's a little bit smudged, so I could be wrong, but it says 202. I believe it says 202.25. That would put us, if I'm reading that right around like July 20th, July 21st, which is typically the time of year that these breweries start putting out pumpkin ales. Crazy hearing that, being July, but that's how it is nowadays. So I think that's right. If so, that puts us right around 2 months old, time of recording. I do like the label. I feel like they've switched it up a few times, but got the little pumpkin spice lattes chilling in the background there. I dig it. It's cool. So check this out, man. There's not too many pumpkin beers that I've had. They're like darker porters or stouts. First one that comes to mind is like Warlock from Southern Tier. And then this one's up there too. So never had it. Decided to check it out today. And porters. I love porters. I think it's an underrated style. So, I mean, love me some porters. So we are using our Jack Yo's Dark Apparition glass today. Figured it's appropriate for the season. Beer looks nice. Looks like a porter. It poured that like cola colored coming out of the can. Quarter finger of light brown khaki colored head. It's kind of sticking around there a little bit. Pretty creamy, frothy. Looks nice. But yeah, the beer itself, it's got that brown, nearing black color, typical for your porter style. So looks nice in the glass. Let's check out the aroma. Okay, yeah, I can kind of see some pumpkin spices going on. At the forefront, though, it is vanilla, chocolate, and a little bit of coffee roast. I let this sit out for about 15 minutes. Porters, I don't need them to be room temperature like typically like I do with my stouts. So I'm sure as this warms up, you might be getting a little more spices, a little more of that coffee coming through. It smells decent though. It's got a very slight metallic note. Sometimes you get that with lactose. They don't say that there's lactose in here, but pumpkin spice latte thing going on in there. Might be a little milk sugar in here. The spices that I am getting, it's a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of ginger. Brown sugar note too. Yeah, it smells pretty good. It smells nice. So let's see how it tastes. Cheers, y'all. Hmm. Okay. Okay, yeah. Finish. Spices definitely coming through a little bit more. At the forefront, it drinks like a porter. You got tons of chocolate, a little bit of vanilla. Pretty dry finish. It's not too sweet. Pumpkin spice latte, natural flavors in here. I think it could end up being sweet. not too sweet. So I'm okay with that. This drinks like what I imagine if you made a not necessarily like a fudgy brownie, maybe a little bit more like a cakey, you know, like think like oh shoot, what's that brand called? Just like your typical box, brownie mix, easy easy bake ones, like that kind of brownie, but you added pumpkin spices into it. So it's like very subtle. It's there. I think just for the style, it's hard to really get spice heavy and get that at the forefront. And I don't know if I necessarily need it at the forefront. Um, just with the style, it might just kind of throw it off a little bit. Might be a little too much. Some of those baking spices, if you add too much, it can get a lot. Even if you're like cooking, adding a lot of allspice, a lot of nutmeg, cloves especially. You add too much of that, it can get out of hand for sure. Speaking of cloves, I do get some cloves in the taste. Yeah, I'd say cinnamon, clove, about a 50-50 mix of that, and a little bit of ginger. It's nice. It's nice. I got nothing really bad to say about this beer. It's slightly watery. I'd say it's like straight on medium body, nearing medium light. 6.2%. You know, I would like to see a little bit more heft to it, but 6.2%, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm not gonna throw too much into the body on this beer. It's also a porter. Can't think this is a stout. Stouts are gonna drink different from porters. It's not bad though. Every sip that I go back in for, I'm getting a little bit more of the spices. I don't know if I want to drink this at room temperature though, so I'm kind of glad I let it sit for just 10, 15 minutes. As you're drinking it, it'll warm up a little bit. I think it'd be perfect. So personally, that's my preference. Porters, at least this style, let it sit out 10, 15 minutes. You're good. Um, this is solid beer, man. DuClaw. We reviewed, what did we review? Sour Me America in July for the 4th. That beer was all right. This is definitely an improvement on that beer. Not that they're same style or anything, completely different beers actually, but only I've only had 2 or 3 beers from DuClaw, so this is good. I would definitely have this again. I got 2 cans. I'm gonna enjoy the other one. Nothing bad to say about it, especially for the price. I think I want to say I paid $2.50 for a can. I'll take that all day, every day. This is good. So if you've had it, let me know. If you haven't, I suggest it. If you're a big fall guy like I am, you like sitting down, watch some horror movies, this pair perfectly with that. So pretty cool beer. Excited to check out some more pumpkin ales this year. But if you have had Sweet Baby Pumpkin from DuClaw, where we say Ewing, New Jersey. Used to be in Baltimore, right? I don't think they have a tap room at the moment. Not sure what's going on there, what the plans are there. But if you ever went to the Baltimore tap room, let me know. Let me know if you're a DuClaw fan. I recommend this beer. It's solid. It's not amazing, but it's good. So that's all I got, y'all. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Cheers.